Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. Well, we'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Jeff Overton. On behalf of Mars Hill Baptist Church and our church family, we'd like to take a moment and congratulate the graduating class of 2025. You've worked hard, you've labored, and now you've achieved the mark. This will be a high mark in your life that you'll look back on and remember. And we want to celebrate it with you. We want to celebrate the achievement that you have. We'd also like to congratulate your mom and dad, grandparents, and aunts and uncles who helped you get to this place. It's an exciting time in your life. We want you to know that we're praying for you. Whether you're going into a trade, whether you're going to trade school, whether you're going to college, we believe that God can guide you and direct you, and we encourage you to lean on Him, trust Him, and follow as He leads. So whether or not you're a Wildcat or a Mustang or an Eagle, we're celebrating with you, rejoicing with you, and want you to have a great life as you move forward. God bless you, and may He continue to guide each step you take. Congratulations, class of 2025.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here to Maryville, Tennessee on the campus of Heritage High School, getting you ready for the Class 3A sectional matchup, birth in the state tournament on the line, featuring the Lady Cats of Lawrence County and the Lady Mountaineers of Heritage High School. This is AJ Good, joined alongside by Taylor Platt. Hayden Burks is our producer extraordinaire tonight. Big one here tonight, Hayden, a berth in the state tournament on the line here from these two teams. First time they've ever met, both sides trying to make that nice long trip over to Murfreesboro.
Yeah, exactly, and this is, perfect situation for the Lady Cats. We've talked about this kind of off screen for the past couple of days. Everything at this point has just been icing on the cake, basically. You didn't really expect to not only win your district, but get out of your region, and now you are in the Substate and looking for a potential spot in that Murfreesboro state selection. And just one more game, flush out what happened on that last game against DeKalb, was it DeKalb County? Yeah, DeKalb County. Kind of getting the games messed up together. But just flush that one out, have a good game today. At this point, got nothing to lose. Like I said, it's all icing on the cake. Just go out and play hard and have some fun.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the District 8 champions in Lawrence County under first-year head coach Charlie Lloyd. Top three leading off, and third base will be Maddie Dollar, followed by the shortstop Laney K. King and the catcher Giselle Maldonado. First pitch here from Alicia Bird. That one hits the outside corner for strike one. Bird, a threat to slap it, poke it, bunt it down. Ton of speed. Love to get on here. Next pitch, this one is fouled away for strike two. So Bird working quickly here. Ahead 0-2 on Maddie Dollar.
Love to see Maddie be able to, once again, kind of have that little magic, find a hole somewhere, get a little bloop, bunt hit.
This one is tipped back as Dollar will stay alive with a 0-2 count. It's an absolutely windy day, really blowing in from right field into left, so it is not conducive. The conditions are for many long balls. You're going to have to hit some rockets out here to make this happen. Comes the 0-2. Dollar will poke that one foul, and three straight foul balls here from Dollar. Still an 0-2 count.
And Maddie fighting off some really good pitches here.
I keep working, Maddie.
Our high school.
Like I said, sorry, AJ, I was going to say, try to find a way on, get that first base runner.
It's high school literally on top of a mountain here in East Tennessee. Next pitch, a changeup in the dirt. That's already the fifth pitch of the at-bat. Dollar still down 1-2, but not being fooled too much by Bird here in this first at-bat.
On top of a mountain right next to the Smokies. Beautiful views up here.
Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike three in the first out of the inning. One gone here in the top of the first inning. Brings up the shortstop and Laney King. The rest of the lineup, you've got King, Maldonado, Hagan, Sublett, Lloyd, Frakes, Burks, and Level. Walker, your flex, is playing second base. King, who's in the cleanup spot on Wednesday, back in the 2 spot here tonight. First pitch. That one misses high for ball one.
Yeah, same thing for Laney like it was for Maddie. Just, try to find a little hole somewhere, poke it up the middle for a base hit. Need some base runners to start this game off.
Big cut there from King, fouled away. 1-1 the countdown. Great crowd on hand here in Maryville. Ton of high schools around this Maryville, Knoxville, East Tennessee area. Kind of wild when you think about it. Your region involves teams from Cookeville, and the rest, and the opposing region you go up against is from teams from Chattanooga and Knoxville. So it's wild that to get to the state tournament, you've literally got to travel everywhere but Memphis.
Yeah.
To get there. Comes the 1-1 from Burt. Misses low and away. 2-1 the count.
That's a good eye by Laney. That pitch probably looked very, very tempting, but good eye. That pitch died right before it got to the strike zone.
2-1. Swung on a miss for strike two as the count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Laney. Go, Laney.
Next pitch here from Burt. Misses high for ball 3. Lady Cats looking for their first state tournament in school history. For Heritage, they're looking to go for the third time in school history. Haven't been since 2006. This is their fourth straight Substate game. Next pitch swung on a miss for strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bird. Start things off here in the top of the first. Brings up the catcher in Giselle Maldonado. Taylor's someone who's looking to break out of a bit of a slump she has had here in the postseason.
Yeah, and she kind of got back into it after she had that fantastic 3-run homer to basically get them into this position over there in the district game between Lawrence County and Tullahoma, and ever since then she's just kind of gone back down to a little bit of a hole, but be a perfect time to get back out of it.
Comes the 0-1. Sent back foul. 0-2 the count. Bird right now 14 pitches through 2/3 of an inning.
And there's a reason why she's their best pitcher, AJ. She is filling up the strike zone. She has got some good velocity on that fastball. Hadn't seen much of the way of breaking stuff.
0-2 swung on a miss for strike three, and that one will end the inning. Bird strikes out the side here in the top of the first. No score as we go to the bottom half of the inning. Next on the X Sports Network.
Juarez Tile Pros and Remodeling can help you with all your home remodeling and construction needs. They specialize in custom walk-in showers and floors, and no job is too big for their expert team. Licensed and insured, call Juarez Tile Pros and Remodeling today, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements. Proven by time. Engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Back here in Heritage, we go to the bottom of the first of this Class 3A sectional matchup. No score between Lawrence County and Heritage. Here's the starting lineup for the Lady Mountaineers. Leading off in left field, Carly Smith. Batting second and pitching, Alicia Bird. Batting third and catching, Portland Bennett. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Caitlin Russell. Batting fifth at third base, Autumn Perrin. Batting sixth in right field, Brooke Janot. Batting seventh in center field, Amity Lane. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Rachel Hayes. Rounding out the lineup in the ninth spot, the shortstop, Emma Lonis. Elizabeth Hagan back in the circle tonight here for the Lady Cats, the junior right-hander. It's good conditions for pitching, but needs her defense to step up. Can't have 6 errors like they had on Wednesday.
Not exactly, and head coach Charlie Lloyd did make the comment earlier that really hoping that Elizabeth has a good, clean outing because she's been used a lot lately. That arm's starting to get a little tired. They don't really want to get that pitch count up too high if they can avoid that.
First pitch misses for ball one. Smith to lead things off for the Lady Mountaineers. Comes a 1-0. This is low. 2-0 the count. Comes the 2-0. This is away. 3-0 the count now here to Smith.
Pitches aren't seeming like they're missing by much. I know we're kind of at an angle here down the third base line, but not missing too much there from the strike zone.
She's got a C1 hit the mid over the plate here. Here's a 3-0. Foul. I was right there on top of it. Strike one. 3-1 the count.
I had a chance. I should have reached over and grabbed that.
Hayden's protected. That's all that matters.
I'm kicking myself that I didn't give 120% effort on that.
We do have this, 4.5-foot fence in front of us. We can't go all NHL and hop over like a line change. Comes a 3-1. Popped up in the shallow right. Walker giving chase. Makes the catch in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning.
It's a great play over there by Bella Grace. Wind's blowing in, so that's going to be a tough play to have anyway. It just makes it tougher because that ball's going to die and start moving back towards that foul area. Really good play over there by second baseman Bella Grace Walker.
So one gone here on the bottom of the first brings up the opposing pitcher in Alicia Bird. One out, nobody on here in the bottom of the first. It's Class 3A sectional. First pitch here from Hagan. In there for strike one. Now she's found the strike zone here. It's a good pitch right there, right at the base of the kneecaps. Home plate umpire is going to call that. That's going to wreak havoc on hitters on both sides here. Here's the 0-1. Misses low. 1-1 the count.
And just a little bit lower than that other pitch. Elizabeth's done a really good job at not having anything wild. She's, like I said, just in and around the strike zone, which is exactly where you want to be.
A 1-1. Ground ball. Here to King at short. Quick throw, the first is high and goes off the front of the dugout. She's going to take off for second base and hold up there, a runner in scoring position with one out off the air.
Oh, I can see exactly from our vantage point over there, Laney Kate did not have a really good grip on that ball. And just unfortunate that one sailed over Reagan Frakes' head and already got a heritage runner in scoring position here with one out.
Brings up Portland Bennett, the catcher here for the Lady Mountaineers. Runner on second, one gone. Still a chance for the Lady Cats to get out of this jam in the early going. First pitch coming up from Hagan. Misses low and away for ball one. First left-hander that Hagan has seen. Next pitch, low and away for ball two. Bennett ahead here in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Comes the next pitch. Popped up into left field. Lovell giving chase and can't make the catch in foul territory, and that will be strike one.
That ball did the same thing like what happened on the right field foul area. That Wind's just pushing it. That pushed it further and further towards that left field foul fence. Just a little out of reach.
Coach Charlie Moore making a good point there that when it's a left-hander and it's going opposite field, the spin is going to take it towards foul territory, and Lovell kind of paused initially. Get a better read, more than likely it's an easy catch. But live and learn, especially with these windy days. You never know what that ball is going to do. 2-1. Misses low and away for ball three.
A walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here. Go ahead, AJ.
He actually called that strike two.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. 2-2.
Yeah, well, head coach Jeff Sherman in front of us was not happy, so that kind of tipped me off. That was strike two.
You're right, I did see that. It didn't compute that that's what he called. I got the 2-2 count now.
Okay. We'll break every now and then, never hurts. Comes a 2-2. Sent in the center field. Lloyd going back on it, and that one is off the wall. Rounding third and going in the score is Bird, and she will. And a one-out double from Portland Bennett. It's a 1-0 Lady Mountaineer lead.
Yeah, nothing you can really do about that one on a defensive side. One of the things that happened with the ball is the wind's blowing in, so it's going to be very hard to get a home run. So that ball just kind of hangs up there a little longer than usual because that was on a line drive. It kind of just stopped and just died and hit the base of the wall, and nothing that center field could do out there.
Lloyd's first step was in, so that was – she didn't miss that one by much. Brings up first pitch here to Caitlin Russell, and that one is in there for strike one. So –
but what do they always say your first step should be?
Back.
Back.
Yeah. And she took about 2 steps in.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the 0-1. Misses low. 1-1 the count now. Runner on second, one gone. Heritage with an early 1-0 lead. Here's a 1-1. This is low and away. 2-1 the count.
I'd love to get the second out here and keep that second runner on the ball game over there at second base.
This team's just looking a little flustered here. It's just a 1-0 game at this point. 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2 to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a great pitch by Elizabeth right there down in the zone. Aggressive hitter at the plate. Exactly what you wanted.
Comes a 2-2. This one is ripped in the left past level. That's going to one off the wall. Runner's going to round third and score. And back-to-back doubles has made it a 2-0 lead.
Lovell had a tough time trying to get a beat on that one. And right before she knew it, that ball was going to be passed here towards the fence.
That was an absolute rocket off the bat of Russell. It's 2-0 here early. Brings up the 5-hole hitter, the third baseman, and Autumn Parent. First pitch from Hagan. Popped up and out of play for strike 1.
You know, I made a comment about that tattoo. I don't think they're tattoos. It looks like every player has it on their arm. Looks like it's maybe drawn on there.
Huh.
I just noticed that.
Another foul ball, this time over the light post. 0-2 the count.
It could be wrong. You just have several players with the arm sleeve, but
oh yeah, I'm seeing it.
It looks like they're just drawn on.
Huh. Even if it is a tattoo, hey, your body, you can do what you want with
exactly.
it. You know? Comes the 0-2. Change up in the dirt. Now 1-2. Comes a 1-2. Ground ball up the middle and through a base hit. Lloyd comes up with it. Runner's going to round third. She will score. Next runner takes off for second, and she's she was out by a good 1.5 feet. But they call her safe, and then anyway it was going to be 3-0.
Yep, she got the tag in. The umpire did not have the best vantage point, but because the way that Laney Kate grabbed it, when her glove came around, her glove was coming in on the opposite side of where she was sliding from, so the umpire might not have been able to see it, but it looks like third base umpire down here is giving us the usual look of, yep, they didn't get that one right.
Yeah, they're not going to get them all right.
Yeah. But before that, another little miscue out there in center field by Lily Lloyd. Just kind of poked her head up to see where the runners were before she got the ball in the glove.
So 3-0 the lead after 3 straight hits. So an error, a pair of doubles, and a single. 3-0, runner on second. First pitch here to the 6-hole hitter, and Brooke Janot is in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Line drive off the glove of Dollar and down the left field line. Runner rounding third. Here's the relay, and that hits her right in the back of the head. Ball trickles towards the Heritage dugout, and a 4-0 lead now with a runner on third base.
That was a tough play over there by third anyway. That was just a really good hit. Line drive down the third base line, but that throw, really good throw home. It just ended up being right in line with the base runner.
Brings up the 7-0 hitter in Amity Lane. So that's 4 straight hits, 3 doubles and a single after the 1-out error.
Tell you what, if that throw was just a little bit to the side and did not get that base runner, there might have been a really good play at home right there.
First pitch from Hagan, misses low and away for ball 1.
Because the runner was still a good what do you say, about 8 feet away?
Yeah. 1-0 the count. Next pitch from Hagan. Slow roller here to Walker at second. Throws the Frakes in time. That will bring home a run. Will make it 5-0 with 2 gone here in the bottom of the first inning.
Only thing you need to do with the Lady Cats, just get this final out, end it here with only allowing that 5 run, and just try to get back in this ball game.
Brings up Rachel Hayes, the second baseman. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch from Hagan. Misses for ball 1. Comes a 1-0. Misses low for ball 2. 2-0 the count now. Comes a 2 up. Popped up and out of play, and that will be 2-1. Comes a 2-1. This is high, ball 3.
You need to go right after her if you're Elizabeth. Throw a strike in there. I know you allowed several hits, but you just need one more out. Let her put it in play. Let your defense work.
Next pitch here from Hagan. Slow roller, but foul down the left field line as the count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hagan right now with 33 pitches through 2/3 of an inning.
You know, these pitches probably seem to Elizabeth much different than they were the game against DeKalb County. No errors are really responsible for all this. They've just been hitting.
Another foul ball in the same spot on the 6th pitch of the at-bat. Comes the full count. Another foul ball. Now 7 pitches in this at bat. A good battle here between Hayes and Hagan.
Yeah, really good battle here. Elizabeth's been throwing in some really good pitches. It's been getting fought off. I'd like to be able to see her to either get a strikeout here or just find a way to get it out in play.
Another full count. This is high for ball 4.
That one didn't miss by much.
Brings up the 9-hole hitter in Emma Lonis. Up with 1 on, 2 gone, and her team with a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. First pitch, high for ball 1. Comes a 1-0. Hit high in the air in the center. Lloyd camping underneath. Makes the catch, and that one will end the inning. Lady Mountaineers give 5 in the bottom of the first, lead of 5-0 as we go to the top of the second next on the Exports Network.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at Heritage, we go to the top of the second. It's a 5-0 Lady Mountaineer lead over Lawrence County. Do it for the Lady Cats here in the top of the second, 4-5-6 with Hagan, Sublett, and Lloyd. Back in the circle for the Lady Mountaineers, Alicia Burr through 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, a trio of strikeouts through 15 pitches. Hagan to lead things off, going to try to help her own cause and at least get the Lady Cats back on the board, kind of answer what happened in the bottom half of the first. Spot in the Class 3A state tournament due up. Winner of this will get the Portland Creekwood winner at 1 o'clock on Tuesday over in Murfreesboro.
Hey Jay, I'd love to be able to see some aggressiveness, if I can speak, from the Lady Cats bats this inning. Just need to try to force the issue the best you can. I mean, you're down 5-0. Try to chip away at this. You don't have to get all 5 back in this inning, but you like to make it a 5-2, 5-3 game if you can.
1-0 here to Hagan. Next pitch, ball 2, swung on a miss for strike 1.
Don't be that aggressive though.
Yeah, not that aggressive.
Not that aggressive. The thing is with this pitcher for Heritage, she's going to throw them in there. She's going to throw strikes, so you got some stuff to hit.
And Hagan rips this one into left center field, and that is going to two-hop the wall. Hagan taking off for second, and she will cruise in the bag number 2 with a leadoff double. Absolutely smoked by the pitcher, and now a runner in scoring position. First hit of the game here for the Lady Cats. Now brings out Sarah Morrison, will be the courtesy runner here for Hagan. So a good start to this one for the Lady Cats. That will bring up the 5-hole hitter, the designated player, and Ashlyn Sublett.
That's exactly what you needed right there. Like I said, she's throwing pitches in there in the strike zone. So she's not throwing pitches that you can't hit. You can hit them, and Elizabeth Hagan did just that with a rope right out there in left center field.
It's like you said here, Taylor, just chipping away at this. Just get base runners on, try to push across as many runs as you can, and stop them on the other side. First pitch to Sublett. That misses away for ball 1. Morrison on second, courtesy running for Hagan, who led off the inning with the double. Next pitch is in there, 1-1 the count.
Ashlyn's got a chance to do exactly what Elizabeth did. Outfield, not playing super deep, kind of playing a little bit at standard depth, but definitely able to rope one over their heads if she gets a hold of one.
Next pitch, popped up, heading towards foul territory, and just out of the reach of the first baseman and Russell. Gets right up though, and that will be strike 2, a 1-2 count.
That's good that she was. That's what happened. That could have been a lot worse right there with the concrete wall. I love the effort out there by the first baseman.
A 1-2 misses high. Good eye there by Sublett, 2-2. Noticing what you've noticed, Taylor, seen a lot of what looks like, I mean, I don't know what with today's technology, it might be just something you peel on and off, or maybe they just really like heavy metal music. You never know. So 2-2. Misses away. Ball 3.
Ends up being one of those little stick-on tattoos that
maybe it was a team bonding thing. Hey,
that's what I was thinking.
We're of age, matching tattoos, everyone. Arm sleeves, skulls, and crossbones.
All for it.
This one is sent high in the air down the left field line. Smith making the catch in left. No tag up from Morrison, and we've got one gone here in the top of the second inning. We'll bring up Lily Lloyd, the center fielder. Dangerous slapper, bunter. Can reach base in a myriad of ways.
Ashlyn Sublett talking to both Lily and Reagan about what she's seen up there, and she was kind of adamant about something, so I don't know if she's picked up on something that could be beneficial for the hitters or just saying where exactly they were in the zone.
First pitch misses high, a little bit away for ball 1. Well, that's the mark of a good team. You're always communicating. What do you see? What do they have? What are they trying to work? What's it
Mhm.
look like out of the hand? The 1-0 misses away for ball 2. What's the home plate umpire going to call? What's he not going to call?
Yeah, exactly. The only thing that just kind of pinged my head was the way that she was explaining it was almost kind of like with emphasis, like, hey, something, like she caught something, maybe the pitcher's tipping the pitch or something, I don't know.
That next pitch didn't miss by much. 3-0 the count now. Shows bunt, misses high for ball 4.
Yep, there it is.
There we go.
For a second, I thought there was a strike on the board.
Now runners on first and second. One gone here in the top of the second. Brings up this 7-0 hitter in Reagan Frakes. One of 6 seniors here for the Lady Cats, and a good chance for her to really spark this rally. Lead-off double. Out on a fly ball to left and a walk here. So 2 on, 1 out in the top of the second. Lady Cats trailing 5-0. First pitch misses high and away for ball 1.
Starting to get a little loose on the pitches. She was doing a very good job early on filling up the strike zone. When she missed, she wasn't really missing by much, or is it an intentional miss? Now she's kind of missing a lot more.
That one is in there. Outside corner at the knees, 1-1 the count. If you can get the bottom of your order to produce for you, that is a really good sign.
Exactly.
1-1. Misses away, 2-1 the count.
Would love to be able to flip the lineup in this inning, and like I said, if you're able to make it a 5-2, 5-3 lead for Heritage, heck, you can tie it up. That's, obviously fantastic, but just try to chip away, and if they get more on here, there's going to be your chance.
Next pitch swung on a miss, 2-2 the count. Reagan trying to get her timing down here. Here comes a 2-2. Misses away for ball 3. Doing a much better job making her work this inning. She's right now at 33 pitches, so that's 18 pitches that she has had in this inning. Had just 15 in the first inning. Next pitch. In there for strike 3 in the second out of the inning. 4th strikeout of the game for Bird. Brings up the 8-hole hitter, right fielder, another senior here in Libby Burks. Lone bright spot in their game on Wednesday with an 2-out RBI single up the middle. At least kept that game alive with DeKalb County for one more inning.
We'd love to be able to see her do something similar here, get a run across.
First pitch. High for ball 1.
Heck, maybe get one into the corner somewhere and score 2. Let Lily run all the way around from first base and score.
Poke one down the right field line. Here's a 1-1. 1-0. Takes off, and they're all safe on the double steal. So good job there. Everyone moves up a bag.
Yeah, good aggressiveness. I love the call there by head coach Charlie Lloyd to force the issue. Now a base hit will most likely score you 2.
1-1 the count now. Now you know what kind of throws you can expect in a quick situation from your catcher.
Mm-hmm.
Softball, baseball, all games of scenarios, situations, and seeing how other teams react to it. Comes the 1-1. Burks fouls that one back, line back, didn't miss it by much. It is a 1-2 count. Trying to have a productive at bat here.
Yeah, try to fight this off. I imagine this pitch is probably going to be somewhere near or in the strike zone.
Swung on a miss for strike 3, and that one will end the inning. Lady Cats strand 2 here in the top of the second. It's a 5-0 Mountaineer lead as we go to the bottom half next on the X Sports Network.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
5-0 is a Heritage lead as we go to the bottom of the second. This Class 3A sectional. Top of the order, due up here for the Mountaineers with Smith, Bird, and Bennett. Smith, who popped up in foul territory, to Walker at second in her first at bat. Hagan, first inning through 36 pitches. Gave up 5 runs, 4 earned off 4 hits and a walk.
Love to see a clean inning here.
First pitch is bunted back foul for strike 1.
112.
It was unfortunate that the Lady Cats weren't able to get those runs across in the first inning, but any positive coming from that inning, you can hit this pitcher and you can get on and you can try to force the issue. So they're vulnerable. You just got to go after them.
Next pitch is in there for strike 2. Hagen's ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2. Misses way high and in. 1-2 the count. Wind continues to whip straight in from right field across the field to left, but the way these hitters have been hitting the ball so far, you can't tell at all. Hitting some rockets off the bat. The 1-2. High and away. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, Elizabeth needs to just go right after her. Don't need to toy around with throwing pitches too high or too low. Just go right after her.
Comes the 2-2. Ground ball to King. Nice diving play at short. The throw to first will not be in time. Great diving effort from King and an infield single from Smith. 5th hit of the game for Heritage. 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning.
And great play over there by Laney Kate. Just unfortunate that she wasn't able to pop up and throw her out, but kept her over there at first base. Now you can ground ball, you can possibly get 2.
Brings up Alicia Bird. Reached via an error and scored in her first at bat in the previous inning. First pitch here from Hagan. In there for strike 1. Comes the 0-1. This is in. 1-1 the count. Everyone giving out their signals via the numbers here on both sides. Comes a 1-1. In there for strike 2. Back pick opportunity, not in time.
And she wasn't laying too much over there at first base, but good thing Maldonado throw over there because, just let her know, hey, still watching you.
Comes a 1-2. Line drive right past Dollard to the hands of Lovell. Now runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Another hard hit ball from this Mountaineer lineup. Brings up the catcher in Portland Bennett. RBI double. Courtesy runner scored in the first.
It's a completely different ball game than what happened against DeKalb County. That you had the errors in that one. That's what cost you. This one, it's just the other team's just hitting missiles.
First pitch. high for ball one. Comes a 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. One ball, one strike. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. 5-0 Heritage lead this Class 3A section. 1-1. Shows bunt. Pulls it back. Says she does go around, and the throw over to third not in time, and the double steal puts runners on second and third with nobody out.
And now you got to really clamp down now. You really can't afford for any of those two runs out there at third and second to come on in. Need to get this out here without allowing an RBI.
One, two. This is high. 2-2 the count now.
I'd love to see Elizabeth paint one on the black somewhere, get a called third strike, or get her to offer one that's just close to the strike zone, but maybe just a tad off.
2-2. Popped up, out of play, over our heads, on top of the training facility right behind us. So still a 2-2 count. Comes a 2-2. That's in the dirt. Full count now.
Looked like that slipped out of her hand.
Yeah. I think maybe a potential change up there and just lost the grip of it. Full count. Hit in the air into shallow center just out of the reach of King. Run's going to come in. Everyone's going to move up a bag. Runners on the corners in a 6-0 Mountaineer lead. Second RBI of the game for Bennett.
Tell you what, Heritage is just doing exactly what they need to do. They've been getting hard hits. They get bloop hits. That was just, you can't do anything defensively on that one. That's just hitting the perfect spot.
Brings up Caitlin Russell, the first baseman. RBI double and a run scored in her last at bat. First pitch. This is low and in for ball one. Comes a 1-0. In there for strike one. 1-1 the count now.
441.
1-1. A rocket down the left field line, and one hops the wall. One run is in. Next runner will hold up at third, and another RBI double from Caitlin Russell, and that will make it a 7-0 lead.
And just once again, that's not anything on the defense. That's really not anything on the pitching. On that, that's just really good hitting. And unfortunately for Elizabeth Hagan, that's going to be it for her, as Charlie Lloyd is going to make the pitching change, and Reagan Frakes, she's coming in.
Frakes is the new pitcher. While she warms up, we'll take a break here on the X Sports Network.
'Cause when I cross that county line, just off Highway 49, it all makes perfect sense. Man, I live for this.
Florida Mid-South Realty, we pride ourselves on our family values, professional service, and a deep local knowledge. With a small town feel and a personal touch, we're here to help you navigate the real estate process with ease. Whether buying, selling, or renting, you can trust us to guide you every step of the way. And don't forget to catch Florida Rockstars, our live podcast every Tuesday morning at 8. Florida Rockstars, rocking the real estate news and all things local. Florida Mid-South Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Reagan Frakes, a new pitcher into the game here for the Lady Cats, and here it's a runner on second and third. No out situation here in the bottom of the second. First batter she will face is Autumn Perrin. RBI single and a run scored. Her last at bat, it's a 7-0 Heritage lead here in the bottom of the second.
I hate to see Elizabeth leaving early from this game.
This one is skied high on the infield. King calls everyone off, makes the catch, and that's the first out of the inning. One gone here in the bottom of the second. Brings up the 6-hole hitter in Brooke Janot. RBI double, run scored in her last at bat.
Elizabeth, from our perspective, she did not pitch a bad game. It was just the Heritage hitters just were aggressive and just came after her and just were hitting bloops, hitting missiles.
And that's a single in the left field. Brings home another run to make it 8-0 with the runners on the corners and one out.
And just hitting them where the defense is not at.
Second RBI for Janot. Emily Lane due up now with an RBI ground out to second and her last at bat in the first inning. First pitch here to Lane. Swung on a miss for strike one.
A really good pitch there by Reagan.
321.
Yeah, one. Foul back. 0-2 the count now. The 0-2. Change up, blocked by Maldonado. Runner takes off for second, and she's safe. 1-2 the count. This pitch. Popped up on the infield. Frakes calls everyone off, makes the catch, and that's the second out of the inning. Both outs via infield pop-ups. 2 gone, 2 on. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Brings up Rachel Hayes, the 8-hole hitter. Walked in her first at bat. First pitch here from Frakes, misses high for ball one.
You got 2 quick outs here. We can get that third. You know what you got to do coming into the top of the third inning. Just don't want it to be more than an 8-run deficit if you can help it.
This pitch in the dirt, ball 2. 2-0 the count here to Hayes. Next pitch.
Don't know how far that missed, but that was not that far off.
3-0 the count now. This pitch in there for strike one. Next pitch, that one misses in the dirt. Ball 4, and we'll load the bases. 2 gone here in the bottom of the second inning.
You had the base open. You wish you didn't walk her, but you did, and you were able to because, like I said, you got the base open. Nobody hurt there, but you need to get this third out.
First pitch misses for ball 1. One up. Misses for ball 2.
Yeah, first pitch just a little in. Umpire said that one just a little high. You need to go right into that strike zone. You can't afford another walk.
2 up. Hit high in the air in the shallow right. Burks coming in, makes the catch, and that one will end the inning. Lady Mountaineers add 3 in the bottom of the second, lead at 8-0 as we go to the top of the third, next on the X Sports Network.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites, with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here in Maryville, Tennessee, it's an 8-0 Heritage leads. We go to the top of the third. Do it for the Lady Cats, 9-1-2. Lovell, Dollar, and King. So far through 2 innings, Alicia Bird, 1 hit, no runs, a walk, 5 strikeouts through 38 pitches.
She's doing a fantastic job filling up the strike zone. Kind of got away from it a little bit that last half inning. Allowed the Lady Cats to threaten with some runs, but got out of it with a strikeout. I'd love to see Lady Cats get right after. Like I said, she's throwing strikes in there, so you're able to get a bat on it and hit it.
0-1 the count here to Lovell. Next pitch. Change up. Misses in, 1-1 the count.
I know I say that, and obviously it's, easier said than done. And she does have a nice bit of velocity on that fastball. Lady Cats hitters have been behind on their swings, but still I say, that she's in the strike zone. So you get some good timing on that. You can rope one into the gap, and Elizabeth Hagan showed you exactly how you can do that.
1-2 the count here to Lovell. This pitch here from Bird. Swung on a miss for strike 3 in the first out of the inning. 6th strikeout of the day for Bird. Brings us to the top of the order with Maddie Dollar. Struck out swinging her first at bat in the first inning. One of 6 seniors here for the Lady Cats. All 6 in the lineup here tonight. First pitch here to Dollar. Foul back for strike 1. Lady Cats in this spot. Sectional game for the first time since 2017. This is the 4th straight for the Lady Mountaineers. Trying to get back to Murfreesboro for the first time since 2006. Here's the 0-1. This is high. 1-1 the count.
Man, hats off to both teams already to get this point. Like I said with the Lady Cats, you really didn't expect to be in this situation, so everything post-district was just, icing on the cake, having a fantastic season. Great first year for Coach Lloyd, and great year here for Heritage. Like you said, trying to get to state for the first time since, 06? Mm-hmm. That was...
And Dollar pokes it.
That's...
just a bit foul just for strike 2.
I say 2006, that was that was 8th grade year for me.
That was junior year of college for me. Hayden, were you born yet?
Hayden was a baby. 06.
Doesn't even have his headphones on. He's not listening.
Hayden was just a baby.
Help is hard to find. He's 5.
5,
He's
okay.
5. He had to count his fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is high and away, ball 3. 3-2 the count now here to Dollar.
I mean, even when speaking about high school situation, that's almost 20 years. Now, that's a long time.
It's a lot of classes as Dollar pops this one in the shallow left. Good job by the left fielder, and Smith coming in makes the catch, and that's the second out of the inning. 2 gone here in the top of the third inning. Brings up the shortstop in Laney K. King. One of the 6 seniors struck out at her last at bat in the first inning. First pitch shows bunt, gets it down, right back to Bird, and got it there just in time, and that one will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Cats in the top of the third. It's an 8-0 Heritage lead as we go the bottom half next on the X Sports Network.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee. The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years. And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
8-0 is the Heritage lead as we go to the bottom of the third. This Class 3A sectional spot in Murfreesboro in the Class 3A state tournament on the line. And for the third straight inning, the top of the order due up. They have gone 1 through 9 in the first 2 innings, 5 runs in the first and 3 runs in the second. Smith 1 for 2. They pop out to second in the first, a single and a run scored in the second. First pitch here from Reagan Frakes. This is high for ball 1.
Yeah, having 1 through 9 batting the first 2 innings, not a recipe for a win, but you know, like I've said during this game, you know, give credit where credit's due, and the credit is to the Heritage hitters, and they have hit balls on a rope, hard hit, bloops, defense, and just not able to get to them.
2-0 the count here.
And that's not a knock on the Lady Cats defense. It's just Heritage hitters being really, really good.
This pitch misses for ball 3. I think if Maldonado would have caught that more than likely would have been strike 1.
Mm-hmm.
3-0. Hard hit right at Dollar, who makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
They don't call it the hot corner for nothing. Holy cow.
That is the third rocket hit right at her, and that time she made the play. Brings up Alicia Bird, the pitcher, 1 for 2. Has reached base twice off an error in the first, a single in the second, and scored both times. First pitch hit high in the air in the center. Lloyd comes in, makes the catch. Yeah, that's the second out of the inning. 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. Brings up Portland Bennett, the catcher. 2 for 2. RBIs and runs scored in both the first and second with a double and a single.
This is exactly what you want to see. 2 quick outs. Nobody on base. Get that third out. Get us to the top of the fourth and get that offense going.
First pitch misses high for ball 1. What was up with that mix of next episode there? I know they're trying to bleep out the, you know, it's the,
yeah,
you know what I mean, D-O-double-G. It was like, blub, 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 blub. It was a 1-up. The mumble rap version of
the mumble rap. Could you not pick another walk-up song potentially?
Just, you know, no sound. Just do what I do when I'm listening to music with my 3-year-old. Yeah. Turn the sound off. 2-0 the count here to Bennett.
why is there no music? Oh, trust me,
No,
there's
trust
music.
me, there
You're
is.
just not old enough to be able to hear it yet.
Here's a 2-0.
A little dad joke. Your ears haven't matured yet. You
Yeah.
can't actually hear those sounds.
Dude, I've done the old school earmuffs. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Knew that movie was good for something. 3-0 the count here to Bennett. Next pitch. That's in there for strike one. 3-1 the count.
And you get back into this count, throw it in there, let your defense work. Got 2 outs, nobody on, so no danger of allowing a run. I highly doubt anybody, unless you just absolutely obliterate a ball, or you're going to be hitting a home run today.
3-1. Hit high in the air in the shallow left. Lovell makes the catch, and that one will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Mountaineers in bottom of the third. It's an 8-0 Heritage lead as we go to the top of the fourth next on the Exports Network.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Back in Maryville as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Heritage leading Lawrence County 8-0. This Class 3A sectional with a spot in the state tournament on the line. Do it for the Lady Cats, 3, 4, and 5 of Maldonado, Hagan, and Sublette. Right now, the Lawrence County graduation about to start. So we're going to switch off for Facebook for the time being so they could have our line there on Facebook. We will still be playing on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're still tuning in, which we hope you are, cheer on the Lady Cats. Now switch on over to YouTube where we will be there for the rest of the game. Back in the circle here for the Lady Mountaineers, Alicia Bird. Through 3 innings, just a hit, a walk, 6 strikeouts, 49 pitches. First pitch to Maldonado, fouled.
Ooh, heads up over there.
Oh, my gosh.
That's in a spot that nobody would be able to see it coming.
And it was right in the middle of 3 kids.
Yep.
And so far, no one's rushing to their aid. That's either a good thing or a really bad thing. 0-1 the count here. Maldonado struck out in her first at bat in the first inning. Change up misses high for ball 1. One of 6 seniors in this Lady Cat lineup. This game is far from over. A lot can happen, especially if you can keep it under that run rule threshold.
One thing that I've learned a lot about, and obviously I think people kind of know by this point, I have a baseball background.
Yeah.
So, not really watching softball that much. My sister grew up playing it a little bit, but the thing about softball that's different than baseball is an 8-run deficit is very easy to overcome sometimes.
A 2-1, just foul. And the count will even up, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The game is just so much, it's faster, and you're able, an infield hit is more common in softball than it is in baseball, and you get a lot of those, and you can force the issue, and just like that 8-0 lead turns into 8-5.
Just got to get base runners on and make some noise. 2-2. Off the fist. Grounder to first. She'll step on the bag for the first out of the inning. 1 gone here in the top of the fourth. Brings up Elizabeth Hagan, now in the designated player spot. Hit a double off the wall in left center. The lone hit for the Lady Cats so far in this game. Trying to get things going with 1 out, nobody on the top of the fourth.
I'd love to see her do that again, and she flirted with, if she had a little more extra oomph on that swing, I might have snuck on out of here. So home run not impossible. Would love to be able to see her sneak one across.
First pitch, that misses away for ball 1. May maybe not the wind, but what do you say, blowing in about 15 miles an hour
It's
right
about
now?
15, gusting to 20 sometimes. That's we've seen balls that were very well hit up into the air, and they just die. And there was a hit that Lily Lloyd out there in center where she did, she took a step or two back because it looked like it was going to go over her head, and all of a sudden she took about 10 steps in and caught it.
2-0 the count now to Hagan. Next pitch. Misses low and in. 3-0 now the count.
I've said it. I keep saying it again. When I say force the issue, I'm not saying be too aggressive and just swing at anything, but force the issue to the point to where you get on base. When there is a base runner right there, get on base. Sarah Morrison's probably going to end up. Well, I guess she can't now because she's a designated player. But anyway, get some stressful pitches for this Heritage pitcher. The only stressful pitches that she had were in, what was it, that second inning?
Yep.
Where they had runners at second and third.
2 on with 1 out.
Yeah, 2 on, 1 out. And get her in that spot again. That's what I'm talking about, forcing the issue. Force Heritage to get into a situation that they are getting uncomfortable.
Looks like we're going to get a pitch runner here for the Lady Cats.
Yeah,
it's going to be Aubrey Dollar. Since Hagan's not the pitcher, she can't be courtesy run for, so anyone that comes in for her is going to have to pitch run. So Hagan has now reached base twice off a double and a walk. The Lady Cats have had just 4 base runners so far in this game. On the other side of things, 7 of the 9 in the lineup have reached base for the Lady Mountaineers, some of them multiple times.
Looks like we got stuff situated now.
Yep. It's a little different when you got, courtesy run. You just write your name down once. Next time you just point them in.
Exactly, and you just point them. It's like same person.
Any time after that, pitch run, home plate umpire's got to write the name down, the whole deal, so they're keeping track of it. Takes a little bit longer than normal. So 1 on, 1 out. Dollar on first. Sublet at the plate, who flew out the left in her last at bat. First pitch. Ground ball. Right in front of us for strike 1.
And my leg forgot that there was a fence there, so it tried to get out of the way.
Yeah, you're practicing for the moment when there's not a fence. The 0-1. In there for strike 2. 0-2 the count.
I gotta protect here. You will want to be able to find a way on and keep that out.
Or just like Charlie
marker.
Lloyd just said, battle.
Yep.
Have a productive at bat.
Have productive at bat. Want to keep that out spot on the scoreboard at 1, and
this
she
one
will
is
do that.
Ripped in the center. Dollar takes off for second. Second hit of the game for the Lady Cats. The senior comes up. Puts one in the center field. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Second time the Lady Cats have gotten this situation. Brings up the center fielder Lily Lloyd, who walked in her last at bat.
Oh, yet again, I keep going back to it, and it is true. And obviously, I will say it's easier said than done, but she's filling up the strike zone. You get a good hit on it, you're going to be able to make contact. And there's been a couple of players so far for the Lady Cats that have gotten good contact. The problem is she's throwing it pretty hard in there, so sometimes your timing is going to be off. So you need to make some adjustments in order to be able to hit it.
So looks like he's trying to get Bella Grace Walker into pitch run. She is the flex at second base, so she will come in for Sublet. So put a little bit of speed on the bag here. Head coach Jeff Sherman coming out here for Heritage.
This is the first circle visit he's had of this game.
Giving up a walk here and a rocket in the center field.
This is your opportunity. You're down by 8. You're not in run rule territory yet unless they get 2 more runs coming into the bottom of the 4th, where you have to score 1 in the 5th. But This is your opportunity. 1 out. Just get a couple runs across. Make it an 8-2 ball game, 8-3, 8-4 if you're lucky enough this inning, and it's with 1 out. Sometimes that can be hard to do with 1, but make it an 8-3, 8-4 ball game, 8-2, and then shut them down to the 5th inning and get some more. And before you know it, you're going into the 6th, and it's like an 8-4, 8-5 ball game, and that can be within reach.
So far, second time through the order, the Lady Cats have made more contact. So Walker at first, Dollar at second, and Lloyd here at the plate.
Well, Lily's another good player that's able to find a little bloop sometimes.
First pitch misses high for ball 1. She walked in her last at bat. One up. High for ball 2. 2-0 the count now.
The one thing to keep in mind if you're Dollar over there at second base is if you do, you got the captain's chair now.
Ricky Frakes hooking me up here.
There we go. If that pitch's in there for a strike, if you're Dollar over there at second base, if Lily does end up blooping it, you've got really good arms in left and center. We have seen them throw balls in. They have really good arms, so you might not be able to score from second with the bloop.
This pitch misses high. 3-1 the count now. Lady Cats could be a good opportunity here. Next pitch. Gets the bunt down. That's perfectly placed. Throw over to first will not be in time, and everybody is safe. Third hit of the game for the Lady Cats, and the basers are now loaded with 1 out. Reagan Frakes, the new pitcher, has a chance here to help her own cause here in the top of the 4th inning.
Well, that's Lily Lloyd doing Lily Lloyd things, as getting a bunt single, just finding ways to get on base. Her and Maddie Dollar are fantastic at doing that. That was a very much needed base hit, bunt hit I should say, and now perfect opportunity here for Reagan, AJ.
Have a productive at bat, bring a run across, no matter how you can get it done. First pitch in there for strike 1. 67 pitches now for Bird through 3 1/3. Oh, 1. This is low. 1-1 the count now.
And with Bird in the pitcher circle, these technically, in my mind, these aren't really big stressful pitches here.
This one's sending to left field. Dollar going to tag up. Catch is made. The throw home. It's offline. She will score. Everybody else will move up and back. And the first run of the game here for the Lady Cats as they've cut the lead 8-1.
And just to finish my thought, first off, good sac fly there by Frakes. But appeal not good over there. But, like I was saying, you got a big lead here if you're Heritage. So those aren't really big stressful pitches here, but you get a few more runs across, make that, like I said, like an 8-3, 8-4 game. Now you're starting to get a little more stress in the pitcher circle there, and who knows what happens with that.
Brings up Libby Burke, struck out in her last at bat in the 2nd. First pitch misses away for ball 1. And right now it's 70 pitches. They've seen a lot of Bird here through 3 2/3 innings. You get more experience, you get a little bit more confident going through the 2nd and 3rd time. They do have someone warming up in their bullpen down the right field line. 1 up. Burks will send this one right to the second baseman, and that one will end the inning. Lady Cats get a run back on a Reagan Frakes sacrifice fly. It's an 8-1 Heritage lead as we go to the bottom half of the inning next on the X Sports Network.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit SouthernCraftMFG.com.
A moment in real estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Back here in Maryville as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Heritage leading Lawrence County 8-1. This Class 3A sectional. 4-5-6 due up here for the Lady Mountaineers. Caitlin Russell, first baseman, will lead things off. 2 for 2 with a pair of RBI doubles and a run scored. First and second, but she's facing Frakes here for the first time.
And good thing is there's nobody on base.
Yeah. First pitch misses high for ball 1.
You know, even though there's a little bit of a smaller sample size here with Heritage against Frakes in the pitcher's circle, there's been a lot more pop-ups.
This is ripped down the left field line and fair. Level makes the play in the corner. Gets it in time, so holds her up at first base. A leadoff single for Russell. Her 3rd hit of the game, 10th hit of the game for the Lady Mountaineers.
And as soon as I say that, there's a rope down the left field line.
1 on, nobody out. Brings bottom pair in the third baseman. 1 for 2 in the game. RBI single in the first and popped up to King at short in the second. First pitch in there for strike 1.
214.
I'd like to get out of this inning unscathed, head to the top of the 5th, and just down 7 runs. Oh, that was a good pitch.
This pitch misses. 1-1 the count.
I don't know what the umpire's saying. I think that was a strike anyway.
Did he give our dugout the warning, or?
No, he was almost going down to appeal at first base. Maybe she swung.
This one is ripped in the left. Lovell makes the catch. Out in left center, throws it back in, and Sublet gets in front of it. What a great play and left by Lovell for the first out of the inning.
Great play out there by the left fielder, Audrey Lovell. That was a rope.
That looked like that was going to hit the base of the wall, and Lovell comes up to make an incredible catch. Brings up Brooklyn Janot, 2 for 2. Pair of RBI hits, a double in the first, single in the second. First pitch misses for ball 1.
You got that first out. Now you need to get that second one.
This one off the glove of Dollar in the left. Hard hit ball. Now runners on first and second. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Brings up the 7-hole hitter, in Amity Lane. 0 for 1. RBI ground out in the first. Popped up to Frakes inside the circle in the second.
Tell you what, Maddie Dollar has had a ton of hard hit balls to her today.
First pitch bunted. Throw over is in time, and that will be the second out of the inning, now with runners on second and third.
Looked like she kind of bobbled that one a little bit, but still good play over there by Maddie to throw her out at first base. And yeah, she's had a lot of hard hit balls hit her way. Had a fantastic line drive out just right to her earlier. Another good play over there.
Brings up Rachel Hayes. No official at bat, has been walked twice. First pitch misses for ball 1. One up in the dirt. Runner will take off for home, and she is safe. That will make it 9-1.
She got under that one. Sorry, AJ. That was just a fortunate pass ball by Maldonado. Just barely got behind her, but enough for that runner over at third base to come on home.
9-1 the lead now. Runner on third as well.
Let's go, Rookie.
First pitch, or next pitch, ripped down the left field line, but foul. 2-1 the count.
You know, I would almost be inclined to move Lovell out there and left. Yeah, move towards the line a little bit. There's been so many hit right down the line.
2-1. That one is fouled back on the changeup. 2-2 the count now.
That was a great pitch by Reagan. Give her something a little off speed. She was definitely fooled and just had to do an emergency hack to try to get a piece of it.
Two. Change up in the dirt. Blocked by Maldonado. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, a walk wouldn't hurt you, but you definitely want to get that third out potentially right here.
3-2 swung on and missed for strike 3, and that one will end the inning. Lady Mountaineers give one back in the bottom of the 4th. It's a 9-1 lead as we go to the top of the 5th next on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
9-1 is the Heritage lead as we go to the top of the 5th here. This Class 3A sectional. 9-1-2 do it for the Lady Cats. Lovell, Dollar, and King. Bird back in the circle through 4 innings. A run off 3 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 71 pitches. Pitch 72 is fouled away for strike 1.
Well, Coach Lloyd was telling Audrey to stay on it. One of the things that she's kind of had a tendency to do, not only this game but the previous games, is kind of lift up out of it just a little bit on her swing, just a little late. Needs to stay on it. She did a good job there to foul that one off.
Next pitch misses. 1-1 the count now. Lady Cats, lone run came in the top of the 4th. The Lady Mountaineers, 5 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the 4th. Next pitch misses high. 2-1 the count now. Two one. Swung on and missed, and just exactly what you said there, Taylor. Didn't.
Yep.
She swung really hard and pulled off on it. And
yep.
Her head was looking at us by the end of that swing.
Yep. Just got to stay on it. She did for that first pitch. See if she can do it again. Good eye.
This is high here for ball 3. 3-2 the count.
She's a good athlete. She can make the adjustment. It can just kind of be hard if you get into, that kind of mental state of this is what it feels like.
Next pitch swung on a miss for strike 3 in the first out of the inning. 7 strikeout for Bird. Brings us to the top of the order with Maddie Dollar. Struck out in the first, flew out the left in the third, 0 for 2. Third time facing Bird.
Hopefully Maddie can get things started here. Maybe score some more runs here with 1 out. Would love to get a few more.
First pitch, this one is sent in the shallow center. Could be trouble, but a good job by the center fielder and Lang charging in to make the play. 2 gone here in the top of the 5th brings up Laney K. King. Senior shortstop 0 for 2, struck out in the first, grounded out to the pitcher in the third.
Now that one, I felt like you thought the same thing, that might die and get down for a bloop single. That wind's just killing anything that gets up in the air.
First pitch here to King. Shows bunt, but fouls it back for strike one.
Well, with 2 outs here in the 5th, you kind of look at where the lineup might be. So going into the 6th, we'll end up getting closer to that kind of middle part of the lineup for the Lady Cats.
King fouls the next one off. 0-2 the count now.
So you want to be able to get at least some people on that by the time you get to the 7th inning, you're getting back to that top of the order.
0-2. In the dirt for ball one. 1-2 the count now. One, two. High for ball two. 2-2 the count now. Deuce is on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
I'd love to see Laney just poke one somewhere over the heads of any of the infielders. Just get on.
This is in for ball 3 as the count goes full. Full count. In there for strike 3, and that one will end the inning. Strikeout number 8 for Bird. It's a 9-1 lead as we go the bottom of the 5th here for the Lady Mountaineers next on the Exports Network.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
And to 1 the Heritage lead here in the bottom of the 5th. This Class 3A sectional. Do it for the Lady Mountaineers. 9-1-2 with Lona Smith and Bird. Reagan Frakes back in the circle. The Lady Cats done a decent job since taking over the job in the 2nd inning. First pitch, that one misses low here to Lonis for ball 1. Lonis 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts to center and right in the 1st and 2nd. Pitch, that misses high. 2-0 the count. This one is sent foul, just out of play. 2-1 the count now. Still ahead, 2-1. Hit hard in the left and down for a base hit. Hit number 12 of the game as Lonis picks up her first hit. Brings us back to the top of the order with Carly Smith, 1 for 3. Pair of infield pop-ups and a single and a run scored in the 2nd. 1 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th.
You said 12 hits?
12 hits.
12, yes. I guarantee you about 10 or 11 of those have been hard hit.
Yeah. First pitch here from Frakes. Popped up. And Sublett will make the play over at first. 1 gone. with one on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brings up Portland Bennett, 2 for 3. Pair of RBI hits, a double in the first, single in the second, flew out to left in the third, 2 for 3. Does have a pair of runs scored as well. Actually, this is Alicia Bird.
Wow, just fair.
Wow, right on the line, and that's going to be a double. Good break there for Bird. Now runners on second and third, including the run rule run, standing at second. Now brings up Portland Bennett, who's 2 for 3, a double, a single, a pair of RBIs, and a pair of runs scored. Charlie Lloyd, head coach here for the Lady Cats, making his way out to the circle. Going to bring the whole team in here.
He's got to emphasize this situation that run on second cannot cross if you want to continue to fight for your season and fight in this game. That was just another great piece of hitting there by the Heritage team. That was, I mean, inches away from being a foul ball, and it just snuck in there. But if I'm one of the Lady Cats, you know, this is just a game where you go back to the one against DeKalb County. Yes, there could be a lot of stuff that could be pointed to. Hey, we did not do what we needed to do defensively. We had 5 or 6 errors in that game, allowed so many runs off of those errors. That was all on us. This one, for this game here, you've done not that bad of a job. There really hasn't been a lot of defensive miscues. I think there's only been one error, and that was Lainey Cates just had a bad grip on that ball, throw over to first base. But the Heritage hitters have just hit the balls extremely hard, right where you can't get them. And all you really got to do is just tip your cap and just say, good job. But you're fighting for your season right here. This is on the line for you to potentially stay in this ball game, and that runner over at second base is not allowed to score. And they will
potentially walk Bennett here to bring up Caitlin Russell, who's 3 for 3, a pair of RBI doubles and a single, and has scored twice.
Looks like they'll get a courtesy runner or pinch runner over there at first. Infield in, this is crunch time.
Outfield going to play a little bit more shallow than normal. Russell has hit 3 rockets in this game. First pitch misses high for ball 1. One up. This is low for ball 2. 2-0 the count.
I would love if there's ever a potential for a line drive somewhere and maybe you catch someone leaning a little bit.
2 up.
Double play.
This is high for ball 3.
Reagan's got to lock in now. You can't allow that run over at third, especially that run over at second. Like I mentioned, need to be able to throw strikes right here.
And the 3 up. In there for strike 1. Still a hitter's count here for Russell with 3 balls and 1 strike.
And you're still filling up that strike zone. No room for error.
3-1. Off the end of the bat and foul. Just by her head coach Jeff Sherman. So 3-2 now.
That was a great pitch by Reagan. That got her
way
out ahead, just barely getting a piece on it. Now you're right there, 1 strike away from getting into the second out of the inning.
Full count. In the dirt for ball 4. Now a 10-1 game, and the run rule run now standing at third base. Brings up Autumn Perrin, the third baseman, 1 for 3. RBI single in the first, and a pair of flyouts in the second and fourth.
And head coach Charlie Lloyd just told all the outfielders, get to the spot where you're not deep enough to where you can't throw the runner out.
First pitch hit high in the air in the deep right field. Burks going back, makes the catch. The runner's going to tag up. Throw will not be in time, and the Lady Mountaineers will head to Murfreesboro for the first time since 2006 as they pick up an 11-1 run rule win over Lawrence County here on Friday night. Fantastic season for the Lady Cats, making it here to the Substate for the first time since 2017. And unfortunately, it comes to an end here on Friday night in East Tennessee.
Yeah, and all you got to do is just, you've had a fantastic season. And as much as you want to keep winning and move on, which, I've been in those positions, and yes, you want to keep winning and keep moving on. But when you look at the season as a whole, this was a success, even from back in district play. You punched your ticket into the region with that win against Tullahoma. That was what you wanted to do. That was your goal. You did that. Well, not only did you do that, but then you won back-to-back games against Marshall County to clinch the district and even get a home game. And not only that, you got out of your region and got a chance to go to state. That was just more icing on the cake. Now, I know it hurts like crazy right now for the seniors, for Laney Kate, for just all of them. And I know that hurts. I know that feeling. And it sucks, but when you look at this season as a whole, this was a success. Yeah, you hate that it ends. You hate that it ends this way, but what a heck of a season here for the Lady Cats. Great job Coach Charlie Lloyd has done in his first season. First season to take the Cats to their first district championship since 2017, or the first region since 2017. I mean, that's a great feat in itself, and just hats off to these ladies. They fought like crazy towards the end of the season and got to this point. I hope that they don't hang their heads. I know it hurts. I know it stings, but enjoy this moment with your teammates. It's something that you're going to live with for the rest of your life, and it's going to be memories you're going to be looking back on that always bring a smile to your face.
Game marks the final in the high school careers of Maddie Dollar, Laney K. King, Giselle Maldonado, Reagan Frakes, Libby Burks, and Ashlyn Sublett. 6 seniors who gave their heart and soul for 4 years, part of the Lady Cats. For the youngsters, a lot to look forward to here in the years to come, getting here this earlier in their careers, and a lot to look forward to, and a bar to set for several Lady Cat teams to come. Final score in 5 innings. Heritage advances to Murfreesboro. They will play Tuesday at 1 o'clock in the state tournament there in Murfreesboro. Final score 11-1 in 5 innings. So for Taylor Platt and for our producer extraordinaire, it's Hayden Burks. This is AJ Good on the X Sports Network. It's been a pleasure to bring you the sports all throughout the 2024-2025 academic year. This is our final broadcast here for high school sports this season. So for everyone at the X Sports Network, it's been a pleasure to have you guys along from the first part of August all the way here through the middle of May. So for now, I'd like to thank you guys. Have a wonderful summer, and we will see you guys in the 3rd week of August as the high school volleyball and the high school football season kicks off in 2025.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.